Sorry if this is too loud. When I was listening back, I recorded like a 3-second clip to listen to how loud my audio was, and it seemed like there was a little bit of static. But I hope that was just coming from my fan, because I just turned it on. But I'm too lazy, and I'm too real as a motherfucker to do like 4 tests before I record this. So, this is another installment of the Lunch with Travis, thanks to a guy who sent me a very generous message on Facebook. You have him to thank. I don't know what his real name is, so I can't give him a shout out, but his name on Facebook, it may be his real name, I don't know. If so, it may be unfortunate, depending on what country he lives in, but his name on there is Muffen. So, it's Muffen. So I'm gonna take y'all back. I'm gonna take y'all back to the '90s. Anyway, yeah. Thanks to that guy. But I'm gonna take y'all back to the '90s, back when I used to go to summer camp and stuff. And we got some Lunchables. We got the classic. With the classic, you know, nobody can hate on the crackers and the cheese. I prefer the cheddar cheese, and I prefer any of the candies that aren't the Starbursts, because I am a fan of Starbursts, but I don't like Starbursts after the crackers. It just doesn't taste right. I don't like Starbursts after a meal. They're not really a dessert. They're more of something you kind of like pick up at a convenience store when you're like on a road trip or something. Got some Hawaiian Punch. They used to come, I'm sure they still do, but they used to have Capri Sun things. Some people call it Capri Sun, and some people call it Capri Sun. I don't appreciate either of them. I prefer pouchy drink, because everybody knows what you're talking about. So, yeah, but I prefer any candy that basically isn't those. Butterfinger. Did I say Butterfingers? Because Butterfingers are the worst. Like eating Butterfinger and like trying to like eating a Butterfinger and like when you try to get out of your teeth and stuff throughout the day, it's just bad times and makes your lips all sticky and it's just not fun. So, I wanted to talk about. I've been working on lucid dreaming a lot lately, and for those that don't know what that is, it's when you're asleep, and when you're dreaming, you're able to, your conscious mind takes over, but it doesn't kick you out of the dream. The shock of realizing, oh my god, I'm in a dream, it doesn't knock you out of the dream, so you end up having the dream, but you're conscious, so you can obviously control everything in the dream, to an extent. Sometimes you don't have full control, but in every lucid dream I've had, for the most part I have. Anyway, I used to be able to lucid dream all the time. It wasn't something that I ever really thought about. I was aware that I was lucid dreaming because the times that I would lucid dream guaranteed was when I would have sleep paralysis. And for those that don't know what that is, maybe some of you have experienced this and you don't know what it is. In fact, most of you have probably experienced this. I don't know about most of you, but a lot of people have. It's when it's pretty self-descriptive. It's when you wake up or you're just falling asleep, but your body is unable to move. You're fully conscious and awake, but you can't move. And sometimes this doesn't happen to me, but a lot of people say that there's like it feels like there's like somebody pressing on your chest or something sitting on your chest. Some people even have like hallucinations while they're. This doesn't happen to me, but some people even have like hallucinations, and see like crazy shit, like a demon or something actually sitting on their chest. That's not very often, from what I know, and I do know quite a lot on the subject. But anyway, right after you'd have right after sleep paralysis, when I'd go to sleep, I'd have a lucid dream. And I have no real indication for when I'm lucid dreaming. I just kind of become aware. I go, oh fuck, this shit is way too. This has gone too far, and none of this makes sense. The only way that this could make sense is if I'm in a dream. I think I thank my logical mind for. I think I have my logical mind to thank for allowing me to have the lucid dreams that I've had. The most recent one I've had was in 2000. Oh no, actually no. The most recent one I had was in my bed like 2 nights ago, or last night. I'm not sure. No, it was the night before last. So, often in lucid dreams, I'm able to like fly, or I'm able to like make other things fly. It usually starts off, and this is the same for a lot of people. It usually starts off like a couple jumps, and then you fully leap into the air, and eventually either you just sort of your jumps get higher and higher, or eventually you start jumping higher and higher, and you just eventually kind of float. But there was a guy. There's a place I go to on the internet. It's a website. It's called Reddit.com. No, it's a subreddit, Lucid Dreaming. It's made the front page a couple times recently, so you've probably heard about it. That's actually how I found it, because I don't care about Reddit enough to go through all the subreddits and shit. But it's a subreddit, Lucid Dreaming, r/Lucid Dreaming. And there was some guy talking on there about the best way. Well, he had a lucid dream. He was having a lucid dream, and he saw a guy in his lucid dream, and he asked the guy, why can't I fly? Because he was having a hard time flying. He was aware that he was dreaming and he was in a lucid dream, but he couldn't make himself fly. And the guy said, you have to make it so that he said, you're the center of the universe, and you have to let Earth fall beneath you, as opposed to you lifting up off of it. And when I was having this dream, my most recent one, that's what I thought of, and immediately the flying worked and shit. And when I tell you what these dreams are like, and I'm sure I've talked about these before, because I have a couple videos where I talk about dreams. But I never pay attention to what I fucking talk about, because I feel like I reiterate a lot of things, but nobody really calls me out on it. But I wish you guys would more. If you find things that I say twice, let me know, so that I can be like, stupid. You ever have that kid in school? If you guys have stories of this kid, tell me, because I love these kids that are the most fun kids to be around, just be in the audience of. It usually happens at earlier grades. Is the kid that's like, he's like stupid, but he's aware that he's stupid, but like his brain just doesn't have the capacity to be not stupid yet. So he's just like, why am I so stupid? But he's not aware of what people are saying, or like what people are seeing. He's just so concerned with how he's stupid, and he's just like, oh, I'm so stupid, and they hurt themselves. I think that's funny. I like that. I like watching that kid. But you never say anything because you don't want to get involved. I don't either. What was I talking about? Something about dreaming. I know I was on the... How did I get to this stupid kid? Anyway, so... Flying in lucid dreams. I don't know where I was, but let's continue on where I think I should have started going. Shit, I don't even know. I think that's it. So that's what I've just been working on, lucid dreaming again. I used to be able to do it all the time, but now I'm like working on forcing myself to do it. Like, if you want to force yourself into sleep paralysis, then what you want to do is lay there and just stay completely still. Stay as still as possible. Turn off all sound if possible. And just close your eyes and stay completely still. But do your best to keep your mind going. Like, be thinking about things. You know what I'm saying? To just keep yourself conscious. And what'll happen is your body's... The reason that you go into sleep paralysis is because when you get into REM sleep, REM sleep, rapid eye movement, whenever you have dreams where you're like moving and stuff, and what it does is it locks your body into place so that you won't be kicking everywhere and shit. And you get what I'm saying. So what you basically need to do is just trick your body into thinking it's asleep, and then it's a matter of just letting go of the consciousness, but holding on to it enough to keep it through to the dream, because the time in between your consciousness and having a dream is almost instant. So yeah. So I've just been working on it. I've already talked about this a million times, but I kept a dream journal for a long time, and I've been going through that and making additions over the last couple of days. So that's cool. Oh, I wanted to follow up on the filming everything, but let me take a bite of my cracker. There's some good shit. It tastes... Oh, I got the turkey kind. Because I don't like the bologna or the ham. Are bologna and ham the same thing? I feel like it is. What I don't like is, and this took me a long time to figure out when I used to eat these when I was much younger. Now that I'm 18, am I allowed to say back when I was a kid? But I used to think that the idea was you were supposed to eat them like this, like a sandwich. But they don't give you enough crackers to do that in proportion to the amount of meat and the amount of cheese. So I didn't really know what to do, but I've recently, and when I say recently, I mean very recently, have come to realize that they just want you to use one cracker. Like, the amount of crackers is directly proportional to the amount of meat and the amount of the cheese. I wish that was the same for the candy, because I always get the good candy, as I mentioned before. Fuck it. Oh, fuck. I'm using these again, these water bottles. And I feel like such a stupid white person when I buy them. Because it's so expensive, and I took one of my regular bottles of water and poured it into here, and there was still a good, I don't know, 20% of water left in the original bottle. Yeah, I drank all this, and then I poured it in there, and then there was still a lot left. Fuck, we're approaching 15 minutes. That sucks. I feel like cups are repressive because the fluid wants to be free, you understand, and wants to just naturally, the fluid, if I were to just pour this out, it would just go everywhere. But because there's these walls that come up by the cup, it's like a jail cell for the liquid. So I feel like cups are repressive. I wanted to do a follow-up on me filming everything, because this person that I'm doing this video for, I believe, asked me about that. May not be that person. I get a lot of messages on Facebook. If you want to know what the fuck's going on, you gotta add me on Facebook. It's YouTube or facebook.com/justanother_druid, which is my old YouTube channel. But it's JUSTANOTHERDRUID. And don't be a bitch. I'm cool. Don't be like, oh, I don't want him to know who I am and shit. That's fucked up. I talk to everybody, and people who are friends with me on Facebook post a comment saying, yeah, he does fucking respond, because I do, because I'm cool. Well, we'll chill. But yeah, I want to follow up on filming everything in the last 65 seconds I have. It's been going well. I've filmed every day. Some days I get more footage than others, but that just depends on the events that take place during the day. But I make sure to at least get a couple clips every day, and everything's going good. I like it. Sometimes you're just bored and you're just sitting there and you're like, I want to go back to fucking 4 days ago and see what I was doing then. And you have video of it, and you're like, holy shit, I remember that. And I don't know, it's just way cool. Like I said when I first started this, you're really surprised to know what it is that you forget. So it's cool to be able to go back.